may start by saying whether Rest of you had any questions about the summaries here that we discussed at our last meeting.
Chairman, I can explain some of those if you wish. Yeah, okay. I can summarize some of these for you. The memorandum on top, ladies and gentlemen, is my opinion that we had discussed regarding the authority of this board and the authority I believe contained in local law and in the general municipal law for this board to issue advisory opinions regarding the general municipal law and the local law, the Warren County Ethics and Disclosure Law. My conclusions are that the board does have authority to issue advisory opinions, but does not have authority to act as an adjudicatory body or to respond to complaints from the general public. This is presented to you as my opinion. If you wish further research or for me to address other points or issues in that memo, I'm certainly willing to do that at the board's request. The other two items here are items that do require your attention and action today one way or the other. The first of them is a proposed opinion from this board to Supervisor Rachel Sieber. This is in response to her written request whether a perception that she worked for SUNY Adirondack is in conflict with the Code of Ethics of Warren County. And I have drafted this in a way that says that since she is not an employee of SUNY Adirondack, in fact employed by SUNY Plattsburgh, that it is not a conflict. Again, that is subject to your vote. If you wish any further research or further action on our part, we can provide another draft for you. Whether you adopt this as a final opinion is completely up to you. And finally is a proposed opinion regarding Supervisor John Strauss' request for opinion. He had asked whether two things were conflict. One is his sitting on the SPCA Board of Directors, and the other is sitting on the SUNY Adirondack Board of Trustees, and whether either of those positions result in a conflict with his duties as a supervisor here at the county. I have worked through the ethics and disclosure law here and concluded that neither of those are a conflict. However, again, that is the final decision is up to you. If you wish me to do any further research or rework the opinion, certainly could do that. If you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer any of those. Thank you.
Okay, thanks. Gail or Bill, do you have any additional comments to make on either one of those?
No, the only comment I will make is that as far as Rachel Sieber goes, I was very glad to see the letter from SUNY Adirondack, which confirms she has never been an employee of SUNY Adirondack. So that, as far as I'm concerned, takes care of that issue. And I'm very pleased with Mr. Strauss here. I have no problem with this.
Bill, do you have any?
I have nothing more to add. It's pretty clear. I think,
Mr. Chairman, I think then it would be appropriate if you wanted to get a motion to approve these in time.
Yeah.
And each.
Do you want to do it separately? Do you want to do these separately, or do you want to do why don't we do this separately? Why don't we start with Rachel Sieber? Does someone want to make a motion to approve this letter to Rachel Supervisor Sieber?
I'll make that motion.
Second?
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Okay. Also, I'd like to entertain a moment regarding Supervisor John Strauss regarding his letter that Rick just mentioned. Would someone like to make a motion to that effect?
I'll make the motion.
Okay. Second. All in favor? Saying aye?
Aye.
Any additional questions or anything from me? Okay.
Is there an opportunity for public comment?
I don't think that's it.
I just wanted to follow our own rules here. My name is Rachel Sieber. I wanted to applaud you for meeting publicly and providing that transparency to our taxpayers regarding our Board of Ethics. It's nice to meet you all and see it really in action after I've heard a lot about this committee over the last couple of years. But I just wanted to ask, and I appreciate your opinion in confirming, that there is no conflict. I'm an adjunct professor for SUNY SUNY Plattsburgh, not SUNY Adirondack. But that inquiry was made by, that's public, right? Who makes the inquiries, right, Brian?
Under the rules, Supervisor, the inquiry that the board responded to is your inquiry,
Oh.
and then you're free to share that with
Okay.
whomever you wish, and we will certainly
The only
distribute
thing
it.
I would ask is that a copy of that letter be sent to June Maxim. She is the, individual in Warren County, I believe she lives up in Chestertown, who had filed a complaint with the county that, in her opinion, there was a conflict with, at the time I was chairwoman of the college committee. Those committees have now merged, I'm vice chair. And, her concern was that, her perception was that SUNY Plattsburgh and SUNY Adirondack were the same entity, and therefore if there'd be a conflict, I mean, remaining on that committee in that role. So given your decision today, I would just ask that June be notified of your findings. It's been a constant complaint of hers that we haven't sent her a finding from our Board of Ethics. So again, I appreciate you taking the time and having this discussion today over that issue.
Yes, I don't think there should be any problem with that.
problem.
We will do that.
Great, thank you very much.
Are there any other, any other questions, either from the board or from the audience? Chris, we just approved the letters that we discussed last,
Sure. Okay.
last time, and so they've been approved, and, so I guess, unless there's further questions or issues, I think we can probably, adjourn.
I'll make that motion.
Okay, a second? Thank you for coming.